Upon browsing my bookshelf the other day, I came to a conclusion. I have serious commitment issues with books. My bookshelf back there is looking a little empty today because I took all the books that I have purchased and not finished or read, and I have a giant stack of them here. I'm literally trying to figure out the best way to show to you the massive amount of books I have that I've paid money for and not read. I can do it about half at a time, maybe. Those are some. This isn't even all of them, by the way. These are just the ones that I was like, oh man, I'd really like to read that now. And then I've got all these. Yeah. Infinite Jest, that showed up. Yep. Remember when I promised that I'd read that and talk to you guys about it? That didn't happen. I don't understand what it is about buying books that's so euphoric to me, but I really enjoy doing it, and I just get this really awesome feeling of being very intelligent and having good taste, and it's a nice feeling buying a book when you know you've picked it like a really tasteful piece of literature, and I guess that's part of the reason I do this so much, but it's so frustrating because, I mean, what good is a book if I'm spending $18 at Borders and then letting it sit on my bookshelf? Really. I'm also one of those people that likes to cop out on books. I don't know if I even like Hemingway. I took an entire class on Hemingway, and I have no idea what I think of him. That's not entirely true. I think that his dialogue's a little overplayed, and Salinger definitely wins in my book as far as American dialogue, but still, I have no idea what I think. I know a lot of my friends are really annoyed by his female characters and their weakness and such, but from Hills Like White Elephants, I don't necessarily see a weak female character, and I mean, I know that there's Catherine and other women in, what's that one book? Farewell Arms, that one. Still, point being, I should have a better opinion on what I think of Hemingway, or a better articulation on what I think of Hemingway. How is it possible that as a lit major I've never read anything but one short story by John Updike, and I have a book sitting here and I haven't read it yet? That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to read this book. I really like John Green. He makes great videos, and he's really funny and all, but for some reason this book just, like, I mean, as soon as I picked it up, it was just... Don't hate me for that. I know a lot of people are really big fans of his and are going to get very offended by that, but I couldn't get into it. I also like to talk about how much I love Kurt Vonnegut. I've had Armageddon in retrospect sitting on my shelf for probably 7 months, never picked it up, and I think I've only read 2 books by Vonnegut. I mean, not that you can't love an author just by reading one book, but still, I should read it, right? I kind of want to blame the internet for its distractions and general easy access to things like television, news, and my general interests for my lack of reading. But it's really my own lack of self-control, and I have to just quit the internet. Not that I would ever quit the internet, of course, but I just need to buckle down and read these books, and so guess that's what I'm going to try and do this weekend. I know I'm not going to actually do it this weekend, but I'm going to try. Maybe. I think I'm going to start with Updike because I've been really interested in the Beatniks lately, and I actually was in Borders the other day, and they had this amazing book that was the letters between John Updike and Allen Ginsberg, and it looked so inspiring, and I just wanted it so bad, but it was like $30, and it was hardback, and it was beautiful, but I couldn't do it because I have so many books, and I'm not letting myself buy any more for a while. So, John Updike it is. Hopefully I'll make a video later talking about how I've read it, not talking again about how I haven't read it. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you later.